Hello and welcome to DPS TV. Once again, I'm Andrew, and I'm here today on the DPS Telecom production floor to tell you about a new SCADA RTU, the SCADA-Guardian. Now, no matter what your industry, if you use SCADA, you know that sensors play a very important role, and that's why this new RTU has more sensor inputs than any DPS RTU has before it. So let's start by taking a look at the front panel of the SCADA-Guardian. The front panel is nice and clean, with a craft port for initial unit configuration, some status LEDs to tell you about alarm status, and an acknowledge button so you can acknowledge alarms that happen on site. Now let's take a look at the back panel, because that's really where most of the action is on this SCADA-Guardian. Starting from the left side, you'll see dual power inputs, dual fuses to go along with them, and, to dissipate electromagnetic interference, a grounding lug. There's also an industry standard 50-pin Amphenol connector. This provides an interface for the SCADA-Guardian's 8 discrete inputs, 4 control relays, and 8 analog inputs. Those 8 analog inputs allow you to take in detailed analog sensor data from your analog sensors like temperature, humidity, flow rates, and other important factors. Because temperature measurement is so important, the SCADA-Guardian also includes a built-in temperature sensor to give you information about the ambient temperature going on around this RTU. Next to the temperature sensor are 4 D-wire sensor input ports. D-wire is DPS's name for using a single wire to transmit both sensor data and to power your sensors. D-wire sensors can also be daisy-chained from one to the next, giving you more flexibility as you set up your sensors around your RTU. Up to 16 sensors are supported, and you can host all of those 16 sensors off of a single one of the SCADA-Guardian's ports. Next to the D-wire ports is a serial interface that can be configured depending on what your needs are. In this case, it's been configured to be an RS-232 serial port. This can be used to poll the unit, but more commonly it's used as a terminal server to reach out and control a piece of legacy serial gear that you ordinarily couldn't reach over LAN. One of the biggest factors that differentiates SCADA from other fields that involve remote monitoring is the set of industry standard protocols that are commonly used. While in telecom circles SNMP is more common, DNP3 is really one of the most common protocols in SCADA. That's why you can order your SCADA-Guardian with either SNMP or DNP3 alarm reporting, depending on the system you need to integrate with. Everything that DPS has learned about reliability and ease of installation has been put into the SCADA-Guardian. But of course, like any product, that doesn't mean that it's an exact, perfect fit for you right now. If you're watching this video and thinking, boy, I really needed to do this one other thing, call DPS and tell them what that one other thing is. Being here on the DPS production floor, I can see dozens of RTUs being tested and prepared for shipment to clients around the world. To learn more about the SCADA-Guardian and how it will work in your environment, call DPS at 1-800-693-0351. For DPS TV, this is Andrew, signing off.